Hey, I am Janice Stokes-Nauman, and I wanted to share with you a story today. And all of my story times, I'm going to share information with your parent about different ways that they can help you with learning how to read. But I'm also going to share the real story with you. So it's a combination of different things. So, for example, in this story right here, we're going to read about Lily the Elf. It's called The Midnight Owl by Anna Branford and illustrated by Lisa Coates. Now, one of the things, parents, that I like the most about this story is the wording is simple. The book itself is only 46 pages, but the illustrations are also amazing in this book. And I really do believe that illustrations have to be important in chapter books for little ones, especially those that struggle to read, because they need the illustrations to figure out the contents of what's going on in the story. So before you read a story, one of the things that's really important is to ask them a hook, something that might get them kind of engaged in thinking about something, so you connect that information that they already know to the new information that they learn in the book. So the hook for this one, boys and girls, is: have you ever been scared in your life? Are you scared that there's a monster underneath your bed? Are you scared when you go to school and you have to take a test and you're scared you're going to forget the information? There's different times in our life when you might be scared. So think about that. Share with your parent a little bit. If you want to stop the video, you can. Share with them about when you have been scared. And then start the video again and we'll get the story going, because we're going to learn in this story about Lily the Elf, and she is scared in this story. And we're going to find out exactly what happened to her in this story. So here we go. Chapter 1. Lily lives with her dad in a tiny elf house hidden under a bridge in a busy city. See the illustrations? In the moss garden behind the house, there's an even tinier house called a granny flat. And in the granny flat lives Lily's granny. It is midnight and Dad is snoring, but Lily is wide awake and Owl is hooting. Lily shivers with each hoof. Who's awake? Who? Asks the midnight owl. Lily covers her ears with her pillow. Who's awake? Who? Lily shivers and shivers. In the morning, Lily, Granny, and Dad have breakfast together. Did you hear that midnight owl last night? Lily asked. He kept asking the same spooky question. A spooky question? Asked Granny. I only heard cheering and singing. Moon! Lovely full moon! Granny does a very good owl hoot. There they are sitting at the breakfast table. No, says Lily. He's who's asking, who's awake? Who? Lily does also a very good hoot today. Poor Owl, says Dad. He doesn't mean to be spooky. He's a friendly old bird, really. Lily wishes she was braver. It seemed to mean to be scared of a friendly old bird, even if he does hoot spooky questions at midnight. After breakfast, Dad has to go and help a moth fix his cocoon. Lily, I have something I'd like to show you, Granny says, and Lily follows her into her house. And this is chapter 2. So I'm going to read one more chapter. And I don't think there's that many chapters in this book, but I'm not going to read the whole chapter, just enough to get you going and thinking about it. Granny hunts in her closet and finds a huge stripy feather. Lily strokes it gently. It's beautiful, she says. Where'd you get it? My father gave it to me, says Granny, and his father gave it to him. But who gave it to him? Asked Lily. The midnight owl, says Granny. Long ago, the smallest outlet went missing. Lily knows that an outlet is a proper name for a baby owl. The elves and the owls searched and searched, but it was my grandfather who finally found her. She likes hearing about her brave family. The owl cried with happiness, says Granny. He gave my grandfather his finest feather. Lily picks it up and swishes it around. I wish I could find a missing outlet, she says, but I don't think I'm brave enough. Even the smallest outlet's hoot will make me shiver. You might be less shivery around owls if you met one, says Granny. I have an idea. Let's visit the midnight owl. It will be an adventure. Lily puts the feather down. No, she says. Remember, says Granny, you are the great great granddaughter of an owlet rescuer. You might be braver than you think. No, 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 asked Lily, just to be clear. And we get to find out what happens later in this story. Gosh, I want to keep reading so bad to find out what happened, but I will do another video and I think I'll do the other part. We'll do part 2 to this book coming up. So have a good and fabulous day, and I'm glad you joined me today for my story time. Take care.